Money in the Bank 2019 recap. We're going to recap the pay-per-view. This is the pre-show right here. It was the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the Usos. There is no more brand split, man. There might be a ladder right here in the middle right here that might divide both brands, but this doesn't mean anything. Dude, if we get that wild card right, this another match that just, it didn't, look, these guys can put on a show. We know that. You give them the time, you give them the opportunity, all four of them, they can throw it down in the ring, but it doesn't make sense, man, why these guys are even, yes, look, they took the titles away from them, and now that they are on Raw, like, dude, Usos won. If you are curious, the Usos won this match. The pay-per-view got started right here with the women's Money in the Bank in a very lackluster match. There was not that many high spots. Like, if you're going to start off the night with one of the Money in the Bank matches, make sure that you just bring it. And I don't know the exact time as to what, WWE holds in the shortest match, but this one right here, it's got to fall in there for one of the shortest Money in the Bank matches. So, spots. Really only spot that stood out was when Amber Moon had gone from outside the ring into the inside, and then when all four of them were up top and then they got tipped over. That's about it, you guys. So, if you are wondering right here why Sonya Deville is in this, is because she came out. She helped out right here. Her buddy, she didn't just help her out. She carried her. I mean, she grabbed the ladder, she put her over her shoulders, and she just started climbing up. She got all the way up, and we don't see Bayley much in this match, too, by the way. I just want to let you know that there was not much Bayley going on, but Bayley's like, hey, hold on. I haven't participated much in this match. How about I just go up there, knock you down, and grab the Money in the Bank? How do you guys feel about this match? This one was disappointing. I just think that, I'm serious. Like, if you're going to be one of the main, one of the first matches to get the ball going and, get people's attention, yeah, make sure that you make it worthwhile. But regardless right here, Bayley has won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Why can't we get a decent 15 to 20 minute match with these two? This one was another quick one, just like the last pay-per-view, except on this end, on this side of the story, this time right here, it wasn't Joe. No, he was going to go for a power bomb. Rey Mysterio countered. He rolled him up to capture for the first time. And, I'm going to have to go back and check, you guys. I want you guys to let me know if you do know if he's now a Grand Slam champion, because this is only, this might be one, there might be another belt that he hasn't captured. But, yeah, first time right here in Rey Mysterio's history. And that's kind of saying something, because, he's been in the business in WWE for a long time. Yes, he took that long hiatus, but him finally becoming U.S. champion. Now, it didn't stop right here. Joe, he's not a happy camper. If he doesn't win, if he doesn't get his way, yeah, he just went after him towards the end of the match. And Dominic was not at ringside. He did come out at the end when he started assaulting him, and we thought that Dominic was going to come in and help him out, but he just stood there and watched. He was just yelling at Joe. He's like, just stop, man, stop. There's no point. So, guess this is going to continue, you guys. If it does continue, next match, let's do at least a 20-minute match. You ever run into that situation at work when you're not supposed to be doing something, then your boss walks in there and ends up doing it anyways? Or if you're at school, your teacher's like, don't do that, and then she does it? It's kind of what this match was. Shane McMahon, because he's paying the bills, well, Shane not necessarily misses bills, but the referee, the referee doesn't want to get fired. He doesn't want to get caught up in the stuff that's going on. I do want to bring up the fact, though, that the steel chair right here, because it was a steel cage match, this was a big factor. And The Miz, he's the one that played the biggest role in it, utilizing the chair. But the referee, back to what I was saying, he hit him with the skull crushing finale. It was done. It was 1, 2. But in a no disqualification match, if you put your foot underneath the rope, for a rope break, that doesn't count. The count should have gone all the way to 3. And you heard the WWE Universe, man. They were BS. So how it ended, right? The match should have ended actually right there. But the way that it actually ended was Shane McMahon, he was up top and he was about to sneak out. He was trying to pull him in and his shirt ended up coming off him. And when it did come off, Shane McMahon landed on the outside and he won by escape. Doesn't make sense, man. It does not make sense. But I guess that's what happens when you're the boss. It's the night of the officials. That's what I'm going to call it. It's this Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Another botch right here by the official, right? Becky 2 belts, she was there on the roll-up. She was about to get pinned, but referee, he wasn't sure, right? He came around, then he came back around, and that right there, that was enough for Becky 2 belts to get out of the pin and get her with a disarmer. Yes, so Lacey Evans, she lost, but this wasn't the last that we saw of her. Actually, you know what? You can almost consider this match right here more of a gauntlet match more than anything, because Charlotte did come out, and she's like, she was just laughing. She was smiling like it was almost like a cash-in. Like she actually was about to cash in. Like she was a Money in the Bank briefcase winner. She's like, yeah, she's all worn out. I'm going to go in here. Easy win. So the way that it played out, Lacey Evans ended up coming back out during this match to cause distraction. She actually hit her with the women's rights. She got her with a strong right when the referee had his back turned around. And then Charlotte right there clocked her with a big boot to take away the SmackDown women's belt. Now, the match, actually, it wasn't even over. Like, I feel like this whole, these two matches were they turned this pay-per-view around, is what it was. So we have a new SmackDown women's champion, right? And then Bayley comes out. She comes out to the rescue because both of these two right here, they were pounding away at the man. They were just working on her. And then Bayley comes in with a briefcase. She runs in. She helps her out, cashes in, goes for a flying elbow. 1, 2, 3. New SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley. Epic. This was a must. This was needed for this pay-per-view to get things turned around, because before this, man, it was just going down the hill. So thank you, Bayley. Who is the biggest acquisition right here for SmackDown after the draft, after the shakeup right here? Was it Roman Reigns, or was it Elias bashing the guitar, taking him out before the match? He still came out. He did his concert. He sat on his little stool. He actually brought an electric guitar after he accidentally broke his regular guitar. And he says, that's it, man. I'm throwing my little concert still. I'm coming backstage. This match never happened. Roman Reigns, he's going to disagree with you. You might have gotten hit backstage, but you're not going to take out the big dog like that. So he came out by the entrance. Boom, Superman punch, went into the ring, spear, 1, 2, 3. And by the way, Tony Nese, he did retain his cruiserweight title against Daivari. This one lived up to the hype, and there was actually no hype. There was no build to this match. AJ Styles going in there for the Universal title versus Seth Rollins. Now, there was a part where I was actually scared right here for Seth Rollins. He went for the curb stomp, but AJ Styles, he quickly countered, and he got him with the Styles Clash. Now, the quick thing you guys got to know about the Styles Clash is that if you don't tuck in your neck in properly, you can really get hurt. I mean, you can end up being paralyzed from this move. And just the overall counter, I mean, it was fast. It was a quick one, but he got it in there regardless. He went for the pin, kicked out. Seth Rollins came back with the curb stomp, and he retained the Universal Championship. He took it like a champ. He left outside the ring. As soon as Seth Rollins started celebrating, AJ slipped back in. I thought there was going to be a heel turn by AJ Styles, but instead, he just went in there, man. He shook his hand like a man and said, job well done, man. Now, this feud right here, I don't think it'll continue. It was a clean victory. I think he's going to move on. This is just something that needed to happen. You know, whether it was now or SummerSlam or WrestleMania, I'm glad the way that everything turned out, and I'm glad to see the overall outcome. I think I can attest for everyone when I say that this belt right here, this WWE title, was going to stay in good hands. Is it Kevin Owens, though, right? Or is it our current champion, Kofi Kingston? Match was all right. I mean, there was a stunner. There was a pop-up powerbomb, but it took 2, not 1, but 2, Trouble in Paradise for Kofi Kingston to retain. Now, Xavier Woods, he did stay back. He kept his word. That was one request that Kofi had made on earlier on the night. But Kofi right here, regardless, still your current WWE champion. Does anybody know Balor's address? I need to know where I need to send a get well card to his back. Finn Balor's back. Man, you might just take a couple of weeks off, man. Take a couple of weeks off, recuperate, come back, because you're going to have to be ready come June 7th. I think the Demon's coming back, by the way. Anyway, Balor, Finn, he got it the worst out of all 7 competitors. And yes, I did say 7 competitors. The reason why there was not 8 was because Sami Zayn, he was found in the backstage area earlier on in the night, just hanging out. Not hanging out isn't I'm having a good time. I'm having some cheeseburgers before the match. I got to get my pre-workout in. Nope. He was hanging out upside down. Someone decided to hang the man upside down, and he was unconscious too, by the way. Now, a lot of speculation. People thought that it was potentially Brock Lesnar or Braun Strowman, because Braun Strowman, if you guys recall, he was taken out of the match. He was the original 8th member from this, and then Sammy had replaced him 1 week prior. So, speculations. We come to find out later on that, well, before I even talk about this 8th member, because there was an 8th member. Eventually there was. The last 2-3 minutes of the match, there was a last member, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Ali had this. I mean, he had it in the bag. He had pulled a Hurricane Rana to Baron Corbin because he was about to powerbomb, but he pulled the Hurricane Rana, took him outside the ring, and then he came back in. He was up top of the ladder, and then and he was just pushing every ladder out of his way. He's like, get out of my way. He came into the ring. He started climbing up the ladder, and he was fearing for his own life, for his own safety. He climbed up to the top. I mean, he didn't feel all that sturdy up there, but either way, you guys, he went up there, he snatched that briefcase, and Brock Lesnar, he couldn't stay out of it. No, he's like, part-timing man over here. I lost my Universal title. How am I going to make the WWE Universe upset? Well, how about I go in there? I'm just glad that at least as of right now, you guys, it's not a Universal title that he's holding in his hand or a WWE Championship, but now he is the one that holds the briefcase to cash in whenever he wants. Now, if I was Seth Rollins or Kofi Kingston, I'd be fearing for my life for sure. How do I feel about this? I'm not happy. Look, the match was good. I really dug it, you guys. There was so many good moves by all of them, and it didn't stop. It just kept on rolling throughout the entire match. But for the match to end in this manner, yeah, I can't say I agree with it. Now, overall ranking right here of the pay-per-view, I gotta say it was a okay pay-per-view. The reason why I'm saying that is because the first 2 hours, I would say they were bland. I was almost falling asleep until that women's match rolled around. And then everything started picking back up. But this right here, this kind of just threw into that whole pit and fire that was just furing me towards the beginning of the pay-per-view. But give me your thoughts. Would love to hear as to what you guys think about Lesnar winning this, the Money in the Bank briefcase. And, just any other match. I know the AJ and Seth Rollins match, that one was good, man. That one was it was hands down one of my favorites from the night. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And we'll see you on the next one.